Hello, Takedown community. Christian Allen here. I want to give you an update on the state of the game. This is Thanksgiving weekend, 2013. I want to send out a happy Thanksgiving to all of the Takedown community, as well as happy Native American Heritage Day, happy UN International Day for Elimination of Violence Against Women, happy St. Catherine's Day for our Estonian friends, happy Independence Day for our Suriname friends, happy National Day in Bosnia and Herzegovina, happy Republic's Day in Mongolia, and happy first day of Hanukkah, and happy St. Andrew's Day. So that out of the way, I wanted to do an update and let you know kind of the state of the game. In addition to giving you an update on the upcoming patch that we're about to release, just kind of want to give an overview to the updates and content that we've been putting out and continue to put out for people that either haven't yet checked out the game or checked it out on day one and haven't kind of revisited it since. This will be the 7th major patch since the game came out. And we've also added a lot of small hot fixes here and there. So if you haven't checked out the game since that first launch weekend, I encourage you, when this patch comes out especially, to give it another visit, give it a try. First off, we've integrated Steam voice over IP. So utilizing Steam's VoIP service will be supported by the game. That'll be an option in your audio menu, so you can disable that if you use other services like TeamSpeak. So that's a pretty big feature. It's taken a lot of work and a lot of time, but we're really excited to bring that to you. Next up is the squad AI improvements. So originally when you gave them a fall to command, or they were attempting to follow you, they would prioritize attempting to keep up with you over engaging targets. So what we've done is we prioritized engaging visible enemies based on their ROE over moving to you. So as the AI is moving with you or moving to you, they'll prioritize engaging a target over coming to you.
Tango eliminated.
When you give the cover direction command, based on the direction that you're facing, your squad will cover that direction. They'll attempt to use appropriate cover points within a radius of where they currently are to maintain a cone of fire direction in the direction that you're pointing. You'll see that this character moves to a cover point near the door to attempt to cover the direction I'm giving him. Here I'll turn them around and tell them to cover the other direction.
Standing by.
And now I'll send them the other way.
Holding position.
The enemy AI have also received a workover. We've changed the way they prioritize covering over fire. Before they would kind of choose between 3 to 4 main options when they first engaged you, and one of those it was immediately going to cover. The problem with that, if the closest cover was behind them, they would turn and try to get to that cover before they engaged you. There's still that possibility of that initial retreat, but we lowered that percentage quite a bit, so you won't see that behavior as often. And then we've increased their fire and then move to cover behavior. We've also changed the way that the VO calls work with the AI, so you're going to hear a lot less kind of random chatter. We've reprioritized the VO calls, how often they're called, how often they can be called from the same person. You got a lot of repeat actions as they're attempting to flank or attempting to take cover. We've kind of toned that way down and then changed the way that prioritization works with that. Next is on the UI fronts. We've changed the way loadouts are accessed. So if you played the game in its original state, you had loadout 1, 2, 3, 4, and you could edit those in the main menu. We've renamed those to be specific classes that you can categorize however you want. In addition, we've made it so that you can access that loadout editing screen from both the lobby and the single player start menu. So no longer do you have to kind of remember what your saved loadouts are. You can go in within the lobby without having to exit, within the single player start screen without having to exit, see what those loadouts are, edit them right from there. So it makes accessing the various different weapons and suppressors and things, if you need to suddenly realize that you don't have a suppressed loadout and you need to add a suppressor, you can do that really quickly right before a match starts or right before you start the single player campaign. So one of the things people have requested over the weeks is the ability to toggle aim down sights, toggle lean, toggle crouch, toggle walk run. So we've added those in the options. Now we previously added these in a patch in an in-game toggle, but those caused some problems with people who are using alternate keybinds. So we've integrated that back into the options menu. You can go in, you can choose between the different toggles, as well as swapping run, walk. I also want to talk a little bit about quick match. Quick match is great if you want to just jump into a game and play. You can just hit the quick match button, and using that traversal, it'll bypass all your router settings through Steam secure servers and jump right in. With that update, we also enabled Steam anti-cheat. In the last few patches, we also integrated UI improvements, including Team ID. But we didn't want to compromise the core gameplay of how you engage targets. We didn't want to turn it into an IFF system where it had just friendly names popped up and you didn't have to pay attention to what team you were on. So what we've implemented is basically a time and range-based team ID. So basically there's a 1-second delay when you mouse over a teammate. There's a 1-second delay, and if they're within 5 meters, the team ID will pop up. So you can use it to find friends when you're close to them, see who you want to talk to through the Steam VoIP, but you can't use it as an IFF system or to not be able to identify targets. You still need to identify that teammate, whether it be Red Saber or the Tango. We've also added the in-game roster. In-game, you can press F1, which will pop up and show you which players are in the game and which players are on which team. You can also hit the escape key. That'll also show it to you, as you can see here. Again, true to the core tenets of Takedown, you'll notice that it doesn't show who is alive or who is dead during the gameplay. Now, we do have a killed by indicator that pops up when you are killed by someone to show what enemy killed you or if you were team killed. That will pop up, but only for the person that's killed. It doesn't pop up for the killer. That's an important decision because, again, to the core tenets, if you throw a grenade around a corner, whether someone's dead, we want you to have to do a visual ID on whether that person is down. But we wanted to let you know who killed you, and especially if you were team killed. Now, after the gameplay is over, after the match or round is over, you will see a list of players and who was killed by who. So again, you can see if there's a team killer on your match and just generally talk smack based on how many people you killed. Next, I just want to touch base on dedicated servers. We have been testing dedicated servers for a few weeks now and have worked out a lot of behind-the-scenes bugs with those that we really haven't been broadcasting because we've really been working through those. And dedicated servers are now ready to go prime time. We've got some up and running now, and we'll also be releasing those dedicated server files to the community through the Steam Tools system. Once those are ready to get released, we'll be posting on the forums and website. Now I want to walk you through some of the new content that's been added, both just in the last update and in this current update that's going to be coming out shortly. We've been continuing to add content, and we continue to plan to do so. We've kind of started small and built our way up. First, we've integrated a set of what we call Firefight maps, which are cut-down versions of the existing maps using a blocker system. We noticed a lot of people, more than we anticipated, were playing Team Deathmatch over Attack Defend. In Attack Defend, you don't need to limit spaces because it's all based on where the bomb is, and you can only win by disarming or defending the bomb. Obviously, in Team Deathmatch with nonlinear levels, large spaces can be a challenge as people miss each other and run around in circles. So what we've done is we've integrated kind of a scaling, sliding scale of different spaces. Maps like Cargo Ship were very conductive to this because it's such a gigantic map. We can have very small firefight maps like A Deck, which is a single deck with the interior and wraparound outside, and then larger maps like Superstructure, Fore, and Stern, and then of course the traditional gigantic original map if that's what you want to play for longer games. We've applied that as well to new relights that we feel change gameplay. So first off, we have Night HQ, which includes both the interior and exterior last man standing team deathmatch matches, as well as supporting Attack Defend. Of course, the outside being night definitely changes range combat outside and a nice look as well. Cargo Day is probably the most radical change. If you played Cargo Ship, you know it's extremely dark. It was originally a night map. By opening it up with a daylight version of the map, including firefight cutdowns, brings sniper gameplay much more into the forefront, really supports a new style of play and different style of weapons than the extremely dark maps have. Last but definitely not least on the content side is Killhouse Breach. We're really excited to bring you this new Killhouse map. It's the first Killhouse variant that's available in Attack Defend, and that's what this map was designed around. It's a very large Killhouse map. It's the largest one so far, with a lot of CQB action, with a little bit of range combat as well. but very fast-paced action. The reason it's called Breach is because there's lots of doors to deal with on this level. And like many people requested early on, they're all closed. You've got 2 defend points in attack defend. One is in the central location where the bomb is enclosed by 4 doors. I highly don't recommend that the defenders try to camp the interior of the bomb room in that central area, because a few well-placed breaching charges followed up by frags will clear out that room very easily. It's also very well balanced for team deathmatch. The bases on each side are symmetrical, although the cover in the surrounding catwalks in each side aren't completely symmetrical. But it provides very balanced gameplay, and again supports CQB with some medium range overwatch as well. Frag grenades are also incredibly effective on this map. This map's also supported in co-op and single player, so you can play it in Tango Hunt, and it's the first Killhouse available in the Bomb Disarm game variant. We're also excited to announce that we will be launching Steam trading cards. Those will be available shortly for players that play the game, with some unique trading cards and backgrounds that you'll be able to get by playing Takedown. So thank you very much for your support of Takedown. We know the launch was rough, but we've been working very hard to implement fixes and features that you guys have requested. We'll be posting the full patch 7 notes here shortly that have more details than I talk about here, and a lot more fixes that are going into the game. If you haven't checked out Takedown in a while, please check it out again. And if you haven't tried it yet, please check out our promotions on Steam.
Objective secured.
If you're upstairs, because people can see you through those cracks in the floors and shoot you if you're not paying attention. Nice.